Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us on this Paranormal Pit Stop. Tonight, we'll be exploring a former state-run psychiatric hospital located off of Route 9, right on the Poughkeepsie-Hyde Park town line, out of Dutchess County in New York. This High Victorian Gothic-themed main building, or Kirkbride Asylum, is recognized as a National Historic Landmark due to it being the first of such American structures to sport said architectural style. Rumored to be filled to the brim with restless spirits tied to its past, are you sure you're ready to brave the history and hauntings of Hudson Heritage? Historically, in 1867, this institution was designated under one Frederick Clark Withers, with its grounds perfected by Calvert Vaux and Frederick Law Olmsted. And while the initial project was spec'd as a hasty one, the whole of the building process would far exceed both its budget and schedule. While what was at the time called the Hudson River State Hospital would open its doors to its first 40 patients on October 18th of 1871, its extensive construction would continue until 1895, at which point it would lack the funding to continue its sweeping expansion. Over the years, changes in various treatments of mental illnesses, which would allow for patients to lead normal lives free of the fear of being committed, would result in days being numbered for massive asylums such as Hudson River. And while 1971 would welcome the addition of the Snow Recreational Center, by the late 1970s, the hospital would be forced to close its two main wings. Through the 1990s, additional sections of the hospital would be shut down and left abandoned. In 1994, the site would consolidate with the Hudson River Psychiatric Center, and in 2003, the whole of the operation was closed down. After a lengthy period of dormancy during which this weathered old campus would change hands several times, in August of 2019, EFG Sabre would announce its plans for a revival in the form of Hudson Heritage. Conversely, with its dark days of old, Hudson Heritage will be a massive live-work-play community covering 156 acres off the borders of Hyde Park and Poughkeepsie, and will offer residential space, grocery stores, shops, restaurants, childcare, fitness centers, and more. Chillingly, local legends tell the whole of the Hudson Heritage campus is haunted by the many tortured souls of those who died on site during its time as an asylum, and subsequently, it's believed that recent remodels, during which multiple buildings were demolished, rebuilt, or altered, may have awakened additional presences. Those who have braved Hudson Heritage have reported a host of terrifying paranormal phenomena, including orbs visible to the naked eye that have actually chased the living from the property, screaming and strange scratching, tapping, and knocking noises that emanate from thin air, and sightings of the ghosts of former staff and patients who roam about, namely at night, and seemingly unaware that they're dead. Several informal investigations of the expanse have yielded strange EMF fluctuations, crystal clear EVPs, and spook lights and half-formed silhouettes in photography and video, while others have told of objects sighted moving on their own, and of eerie, shadowy figures that drift unnaturally about. Also reported across Hudson Heritage are extreme cold spots felt in adverse weather, disembodied voices and footsteps heard from empty spaces, faces that appear in the windows of empty buildings to watch passers-by, instances of objects sighted moving on their own, and the unnerving sensations of being watched, of being followed, or of being touched or even grabbed by a presence unseen. Thanks for tuning in for this Paranormal Pit Stop. If you enjoyed our histories and ghost stories, subscribe to our channel, like this upload, and share us with anyone you feel deserves a good scare. Pleasant dreams.